Comrades! Yes, my dear comrades, we have almost reached the fundamental transformation of the United States. Oh, sing it out. Sing it out. Yes, the climate crisis is the final icing on the cake. Yes, American standards have changed. Americans' morals have changed. Their values have changed. They now prefer security over freedom. Yay! They now want free stuff from the state. Yay! Oh, comrades, it's been a long, tiresome road. We thought this was all in our past back in 1990. But no. The scientific community, according to Bernie Sanders, is telling us in no uncertain terms that we have less than 11 years to transform our energy system away from fossil fuels to energy efficiency and sustainable energy.
Except they're not saying that, but in fact, they're specifically saying, stop saying that we're saying that.
You really need to be rounded up. If we're going to leave this planet healthy for ourselves, for our children, for our grandchildren, for future generations, Bernie Sanders says as rising temperatures and extreme weather create health emergencies, drive land loss, displacement, destroy jobs, threaten livelihoods, we must guarantee health care, housing, and a good-paying job to every American. Yay! Especially to those who have been historically excluded from economic success.
Thank you.
So he has a plan. And here's his plan. It's only going to cost us $16 trillion. Yay! Kind of. He says he's going to reach 100% renewable energy for electricity and transportation by no later than 2030. Wow.
Wow, 11 years?
11 years.
Nice.
100%.
100%.
Renewable energy.
Wow.
For transportation, too.
Well, it's already up to 7%. How much tougher can it be?
Ending unemployment. Yay! He's going to end unemployment by 2030 because he's going to create 20 million jobs to solve the climate crisis. These jobs will be good paying. They'll be union jobs with strong benefits and safety standards in steel and auto manufacturing. We're going to have cars still? Construction, energy efficiency and retrofitting, coding, server farms, renewable power plants. We will also create millions of jobs in sustainable agriculture. The government is going to get their hands into farming. Yay! It always works out so well when they start screwing around with the farms and the food. We'll also create millions of jobs in engineering, reimagined and expanded civilian conservation corps, so we can go back to what FDR did and preserving our public lands. He'll also have direct investment at historic $16.3 trillion public investment. It's the New Deal and what they did in World War II, but with an explicit choice to include Black, Indigenous, and other minority communities who were systematically excluded in the past. A just transition for workers. This plan will prioritize the fossil fuel workers who have powered our economy for more than a century and have too often been neglected by corporations and politicians. We will guarantee 5 years of all workers' current salaries. Yay! Housing assistance, job training, health care, pension support, and priority job placement for anyone displaced. as well as early retirement for support for those who choose or can no longer work. Wow, this is going to be a lot less than $16 trillion.
You said it.
Yeah, comrades, declaring climate change a national emergency. We must take action to ensure a habitable planet for ourselves, for our children, for our grandchildren. And we will do whatever it takes to defeat the threat of climate change after we declare a national emergency. Yay! Saving Americans' families money by weatherizing all American homes, lower the energy bills, building affordable and high-quality modern transportation. What could that be? Horses? Providing grants and trade-in programs for families and small businesses to purchase high-efficiency electric vehicles, and rebuilding our inefficient and crumbling infrastructure, including deploying universal, affordable, high-speed internet. Finally,
Yes.
you're going to be able... All mothers are going to be able to have
Yes.
high-speed internet.
Those who have been struggling because they can't surf the web like they like.
Supporting small family farms by investing in ecologically regenerative and sustainable agriculture. Thank God, because you know what the farmers hate is anything that helps the soil. They don't want that. They have not been doing right by the soil. They like to plant something that does not regenerate.
Right.
They like to plant something
So that it grows nothing for them the next year.
Right.
They just want that year's worth of crops.
That's all they're
and then
asking
they're
for,
done.
those bastards. This plan will transfer all of our farms to fight climate change
Good.
and provide sustainable local foods and break the corporate stranglehold on farmers and ranchers. There's nobody that hates corporate farming as much as I do, and I mean that sincerely. But it did feed an awful lot of people.
Just billions.
So
only billions.
let's make sure we just get rid of all those corporate farms in 10 years.
Wow.
What's the worst that could happen? Justice for frontline communities, especially under-resourced groups, communities of colors, Native Americans, people with disabilities, children, the elderly, to recover from and repair for climate impacts, including through a $40 billion climate justice resiliency fund, and providing those frontline and fence line communities a just transition, including real jobs, resilient infrastructure, and economic development. Bernie Sanders also wants to commit to reducing emissions throughout the world. So it's not just going to be here. We're going to donate $200 billion to the Green Climate Fund.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Finally.
We will meet and exceed our
Good.
fair share of global emissions reductions. We'll make massive investments in research and development, expand the climate justice movement, invest in conservation in all public and private lands. And the good news here, it will all pay for itself in this no longer free market in just over 15 years. Comrades, we have made it!